All right, guys, let's get into this. It's the Q&A for the Liver Awareness Show. Yes, we're live. It's the Q&A show for the Liver Awareness Show. And I'm already joined here with Marley. How are you?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'll take it your Sarcasm City Gunners talk, by the way. Go check that out every Monday, right? 9 p.m., isn't it?
Yeah, 9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Go check that out. It's really, really good. Hopefully we'll get some people from the Liver Hive Network, Children's Liver Disease Foundation, come on to the show and answer your questions. But yes, I said it is the Q&A show. But before we get into questions, and by the way, start getting them in anyway. Yes, I will quickly just show you what you need to do most of all, which is not change the background. It's to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and hit the like button. Share it. Make sure you share now that we're live. Get people involved. Get as many people involved as you can, right? Literally now, I want you all now. Share it. Absolutely. Get people to say, you got to come here. You've got to answer questions, right? You've got to find more about liver disease, because I'm literally going to go through the presentation as well of what I was presenting to the nurses and when they're in their first year at university. So it gives you a little bit of more background to liver disease as well. And hopefully we'll go from there. So, and hopefully whilst we're doing that, we'll just keep answering those questions as much as we can. Obviously, the overlay is not working really well there, so I'm going to take that off, to be honest. But yeah, so let me get that presentation up for you guys. Yeah, so good day so far, Marley.
Yeah, good day so far.
Good.
No, can't really complain.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how I can do this. There you go. I'm wondering how you're sharing it, but there you go. So
nice.
So that's what I was presenting to first year students, and it's pretty much the same as what they would usually present, but I added a little twist to it as well. So let's get into it. We've got obviously the title leading the fight against liver disease. I don't know why I went full screen there, but there you go.
I think you can at least. Oh, you have that text in down there as well.
Yeah, that's just to give me and I keep me more. That's more just make sure I'm doing the right thing during the presentation. But we'll get into it. So the liver, I'm going to ask you these questions. What do you know about the liver?
Wait, you're asking me now?
Yeah, why not? And anyone in the comments below, please ask away. And also, whilst you're getting your questions in, answer these questions. What do you know about the liver?
I know very little, mate. Like biology was quite literally the worst. I was the worst at biology. Please don't make me answer that kind of question.
So you don't know anything at all?
I pretty much don't know anything. No, I know it's important. I know that a bunch of people can mess it up, but a bunch of substances can mess it up. Like taking I know a lot of like gym products mess up the liver. I know that a lot of alcohol can mess up the liver.
Yeah, I think that's what most people recognize, that that's what we're trying to change, to be honest. Not sort of change, but they've got to be aware of that as well. But it's more show the other side to it. That it's not just that. Like, there's another side to this.
Yeah.
So we've got Wayne in the house. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Mr.
Yeah.
Wayne.
By the way, if we do get an influx of people from the Hive Network that are joining, if you are from the Hive Network out there and you don't know how to join, I will put the link in the chat. Yeah, so hi Samin, nice to have you in the chat. He's already said liver is part of the yeah, it is part of the digestive system, but it's a lot more open than that. There's so many other jobs it does. This is why they get so many types of liver disease. So obviously, like there's a YouTube video link there, obviously, but I'm not gonna get into that right now.
Yeah.
Because we'll be all day otherwise. So let me go back to the presentation. The facts. So 20 children are diagnosed every week with childhood liver disease. There are over 100 different liver diseases that can affect children and young people. You get sort of liver diseases that are more like childhood leukemia. Mine is biliatresia, hepatitis C. So yeah, you get so many types because there's so many different problems.
Yeah.
Not even I can remember them all. So yeah, you got any questions, Wayne, about this?
What about the liver?
Yeah.
I mean, you only have one liver, and that it's important in your diagnostic system as well, as Samin just pointed out. And if it could lead to various like problems if you don't treat your liver correctly. Like you can get cirrhosis from the liver as well.
Yeah, what I will say about cirrhosis, people try to think that cirrhosis is because you've been drinking.
Yeah.
You get cirrhosis no matter what type of liver disease you get. If your liver starts failing, you get scarring. Scarring is cirrhosis.
Yeah.
So you'll get that when there's sort of any liver damage as well. So that's kind of a myth, really, because you get that with any type of liver disease when your liver fails. We got Marbles in the house. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
Yeah, just also let you know, everyone, whilst you're smashing that like button and subscribe button, this is not just an awareness show. You can also ask us any football questions, any F1 questions you've got. So, Victor Daniel on Facebook, nice to see you. I haven't seen you around. Right, I know you're on Facebook, but oi, hit that subscribe button. How does it happen to some? Like I said, some people are born with it. Some people, it just generally generates as there's certain liver problems generate when they get older, and then obviously people, you get them the people that do it to themselves. So through their own problems. So yeah, Marbles, is there anything you can add on to that?
Well, I just wanted to ask, how, say, when you were like growing up and stuff, was it difficult, like, say, for schooling, like you had treatments and stuff, you miss a lot of school time?
Yeah, I mean, when I was not, say, my third transplant, I was in year 6, and I missed half the year because of it.
Okay.
So yeah, you get those different. You have to take a fair bit of time off. We've also got Ads now in the building. How are you?
Not too bad, bro. Hope everyone's well. And yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, you got that Burnley game tonight, haven't you?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be doing a watch along Sarcasm City with Flawless. Hopefully, there's not another argument today about Ollie. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, we can win today. Hopefully, we can.
Hopefully, hopefully, and then it's the big game against Liverpool, and then you got them in the FA Cup, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm actually hyped for the FA Cup because imagine if an underdog team won it.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah.
so I just want to cut in. Sorry. It's just that geezer Charles always comments like Wickham, bruv, and you're complaining about Arsenal, United, Liverpool being fixed.
Yeah.
Wickham.
No. Can I just give a bit of advice when everyone comes on the channel, right? And that's also people in the comments as well. I know he is doing it to wind people up, right? He is looking to wind people up. So now I'm just laughing, right?
Well, all I'm
I'm
gonna
just
say is,
laughing.
yeah,
And I'm just gonna let it. You know, like that Terry doesn't say anything. He keeps his powder dry. You know, like when like Igal was going on about like Partey was better than Kante, right? Let it build, and then when it all comes falling apart, which it will do because it's Spurs. Let's be honest, Tottenham Hotspur. Right? I know no one will do it. Not you, not ads, not Marley, not Marbles, not Wayne, not anyone else that comes out. Anyone else that comes on this, I'm getting feedback.
from Wayne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not anyone that comes on this channel. Anyone no one that comes on this channel is gonna like say any words. Not even people in the chat. They are just gonna sit there while I roast his ass. Right? I know I didn't do it with Prime, but I was spread Prime. That's probably why. Him, I will launch it. Right? He won't come back to this channel.
Again, I like Charles. Throwing it
Yeah,
out
we gotta have a comedian, though. You know, you gotta have a comedian. But
there. He's
anyway,
funny. That's
I
it.
know that's what I'm saying. You gotta have a comedian. Ads, anything. I'm just showing this presentation, and like over 100 different liver disease could affect babies, young children, and young people. Liver disease affects more than more children than childhood leukemia, but there's so many different types. So yeah, is there anything you can add on so far to this presentation before we continue?
Hmm. You know what? I reading right. I was reading somewhere. And they said that there are like obviously for you to have a liver problem, like there's always going to be there's always going to be certain ways that you get liver diseases, right? So because there's many as we all know.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that mine is not as worse as yours. Mine is not as worse as yours. Like you said, if I take time of school and college and university and all of this, but all I'm gonna say is there are many different levels of how much liver disease affects you. If I had to compare mine to yours, I'm very, very lucky because it's like liver
Yeah.
as well. You can split liver. You can actually like break up liver into pieces and give it to like people of like a smaller caliber, so babies, for
Well,
example.
you can only you can only do it once, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the problem though. And then there's many
The vessels won't grow back.
like for example, I don't like. If everyone asked me this one question, I said, "Oh, ads. If you didn't have if you didn't have liver disease, would you drink?" I'd said no because there's just no point. It's just pointless. Like just live your life and do what you have to do. It like drinking is just pointless, and this is why half the people in the world do have it. For me and you, Stephen, we just got it without marking any sin at all.
Yeah.
People just take the piss and drink consistently, and they get the problem. But I was reading something. I was talking to my doctor. It's more of a shade of more just corrupt liver damage instead of anything that I have because it just hit out of nowhere because I have inflammatory bowel disease as well. So because of that, it spread across. Like some parts of my body, and he said it just became infected and just rash on the liver. Then I couldn't take it, so that's why I've got the damage.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. I mean, like this is why the liver awareness I want to do focus on childhood because it's showing the other sides of this. Because the problem is when people get liver disease, like say the most famous one of all is like George Best, right? Is when that happens is then everyone that then thinks of liver disease, they think of alcohol, right? And like the first time I did this presentation, I asked the question on the first page, which is what this is, do you know anything about the liver? And the only thing they could answer, even though they're supposed to be nurses, first-year nurses, was I do damage to it on a weekend. And I'm like, I just laughed it off, but I'm like, seriously, right? And you're going to be a nurse, and it's for me, it's just now trying to
Yeah.
show that this is the different side to it. This is it's not just about alcohol and doing yourself damage, because like I said, it can come out of nowhere. It can and affect you in the most horrible way. Like I said, and this is the reason why. I mean, the liver has many different jobs to do, such as clearing the bile from the system, controlling insulin, body temperature. Hence why there's so many problems. This is why it's
Yeah.
now the most complicated organ in your body after the brain. It does every job that the organs can't do. So it's what they call like the manufacturing factory of your body, right? So anything like that, such as
Yeah.
maintaining levels, everything comes back to sort of what the liver does. So it's amazing in that sort of way. And it's like you said about splitting it. You can split it once. It will regrow in 6 weeks. It will repair itself. This is why when people come down with alcoholism, they'd have to drink a hell of a lot. And I asked my mum asked my surgeon, because she obviously, like in her early 20s, before she had me, right, to go out parties and have a drink and that, and like you usually would do. And when she wanted to donate to me, she asked like, hang on, can I give it to my is it really good enough to give to my son? And he said you'd have to be drinking 2 bottles of whiskey a day for about 3 months to do damage to it, right? And that's the heaviest drinkers. So yeah, it really speaks volumes about what the problems you have when you do have problems with the liver due to alcohol. So it's so background on the actual charity itself is that they want to create a world where young adults and children are not limited by their liver disease. That childhood liver diseases will be understood, prevented, and treated effectively. So, recognizing that, children can actually get liver disease. And plus that, what am I doing here? Go away. Right? That babies, children, and young children with liver disease can achieve their full potential. So, no matter what the limitations in life, they can still go on to do what they want to do. Leo Johnson, nice to see you in the chat. I haven't seen you before. This is well interesting, but I mean, this is what this channel is supposed to be about. This is what I wanted to do. Yeah, I love doing the football, I love doing the F1, but this is what I want, and that is why I need people subscribing to this channel. Right, we need to get this to 1,000 subscribers. Then we can send super chat donations to this charity and really take the fight to liver disease itself. I'm just gonna, is there anything so far you want to add to it, guys? Because I'm just gonna quickly just let people know that I'm live.
Okay, I think I have a question.
Yeah.
So that people are conscious of how important it is to donate and to help the cause. Do you have any idea, like in average, because I know there are multiple kinds of problems, but in average, how much it costs to like help maintain this person? And that's both coming from their pocket and the help they get from the,
Well, here we have the National Health Service. So we pay national insurance into the government.
Oh no, that's not really what I meant. Like,
go on.
Do you have any idea how much it costs? Like the procedures that you have to go through.
Oh,
like
thousands of pounds. Thousands of
Yeah.
pounds. About 10 to 20,000 pounds, something like
year?
that. Per transplant.
Oh man, yeah.
So a lot of money. So you got to think 6 liver transplants couldn't have been done anywhere else other than like the NHS, which you
Yeah.
can get. It's not free. It's free at the point of contact. We just pay it through the national insurance every week, every time we get paid
Yeah.
money from work. So yeah. So and by the way, big up everyone in the NHS so far. They're severely under strain, right? And we should be sending every bit of love and support to the NHS. I have my moans about them all the time, to be honest. Right, there's so many different ways there could be one better, but if it weren't for them, we'd be dead. We would be dead out here right now because this crisis is going like beyond the scales. So, yep. Did you swear?
Did I?
I don't know. I didn't hear you swear.
If so, I do apologize.
Subscribe to SFeatleyTV, GNA TV, Football United TV, and support the charity CLD. Yes, absolutely. Get subscribing, hit those like buttons. I want to see 20 likes at least. 20 likes. Come on. Get people in this chat and get it up to 20 likes. Right? NHS for the win. Yeah, NHS. This is what's great about our health service in the UK. Right? No matter what it goes through, it will come out the other side, and like it will always be there for us. Right, it's always been there for me for thick and thin. Right, and you don't give up on them, they won't give up on you. Simple as that. So yeah, Laurie, nice to see you in the chat. Smash them likes up and get subscribing. Yes, absolutely. So just gonna quickly move this on. So my story, obviously, I started at 6 weeks old. You can also, I did a long time back some videos, which I might share on my socials later on of my health story, and it's in its own little playlist. And also my health story, it also brings some videos that are up to date. So yeah, my story started at 6 weeks old. I had my first transplant at 14 months. I was the first liver related transplant, which is basically my mum giving a part of her liver to me after a cadaveric, which is just a normal transplant. Thrombosis in the veins and arteries have caused around the other 5 transplants, and I've only did other surgery like splenectomy, bowel surgery, and replacing the IVC. And as you can see from this picture, that was my last transplant, the 6th one. So yeah,
How old were you then?
I was that was 2017, so I would have been 22.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and that's me and my mum, and that was actually a newspaper article in local news, which then didn't reach the Daily Mail on the papers, but it reached online. And here's the funny thing: is that I managed to get it on the local news, but the national news didn't want to know. The BBC didn't want to know, right? Even the local BBC news didn't want to know. But they show stupid little like other stories that probably are pretty like comical and meaningless. And the funny thing is that they then did a 2-part program on the hospital I've had my transplants, but the whole first part was about liver specialists, but they only followed someone who was an alcoholic.
Jesus.
Right, so I literally then called them up the next morning and teared them a new one. Said, "Now, do you what you realise you've just done? You've just painted a massive label on my fucking forehead, right? And every other young liver patient, right? Well done. It's the #1 liver centre in the world for children. Then they even asked to interview anyone on it. That whole top floor is the #1 liver centre in the world for children. 19 beds for the whole world, everywhere. Qatar, like Brazil, like Malta, everywhere. They come from everywhere, and they never went near it. Never went near it.
I went to Malta.
Yeah.
I went to Malta last year. Good play, man. You know, it wasn't last year. It was 2019. I went over to Malta, man. It was a good week there, man. It's a nice place. It's it's very very hot though. And obviously I went there with my friends, and their dad went. He came there with like full jeans and 2 hoodies. He went there with like a long sleeve top, a hoodie, boots, and jeans, and everyone warned him it's gonna be hot. He didn't listen.
How do you not know Malta's going to be hot? I mean, I went to Tenerife, and I feel the cold more than anyone. But even like when it was sunset, and I had some beautiful pictures in the sunset. Honestly, I had some beautiful pictures. Right.
Yeah, he knew it was hot. He just came. He obviously it was cold in England on the day, so he was like, "Yo, let me just," because it was cold on the day, right? And then obviously he went there, and he was like, "Oh shit, yeah, this is." I know because he knew he was gonna get trapped, but here in England it was cold that day, really, really cold. So obviously he was gonna wear that, but then he had to Malta. It was hot.
Yeah, I mean, some of the scenery on Tenerife was beautiful, but yeah. Question: do you have to watch medicines like where you take like paracetamol and that because it affects your liver? Because of the liver of your liver. Paracetamol. Yeah, if you take it, that's for everyone. If you take it, which is 2 every 4 hours, you won't have a problem, right? If you take more than that, right, then you might have a problem. So ibuprofen I can't take because I can't take ibuprofen. It screws my immune suppression drugs out. Same as like if I eat grapefruit or So yeah, there's certain stuff that you can't take. I mean, like live vaccines, like going to Brazil. If I wanted to go to Brazil, meet you, Marley, I can't go to the Brazil because of the rainforest and yellow fever jab because it's a live jab.
Yeah.
So you want to heat. You want heat. You need to go to the Caribbean. Yeah, I'd love to go to the Caribbean. Ad, do you take any medication for your liver? Chaddy's asking.
Yeah, of course you have to. I take prednisolone. Like
Nah.
5 milligram tabs. Obviously, I do take them. Um,
Do you take 2 of them
as
in
well
one
as
day or one?
no, I'm up to 5 now because my liver was looking kind of rash before the new year. I was meant
Yeah,
to go
'cause
for a bi.
I'm
I
on
meant to, I was
10.
meant to go. I was meant to go for a biopsy in January, but that's not happening now. So they've risen me up on a few more steroids. I also take sulfasalazine for my arthritis. I also take
Mm.
um, the thing is, right, I also take Adcal D3, which is like a dissolvable tab you put on your tongue, it dissolves. And I also, well, sometimes I do take ibuprofen. Sometimes I do, only because my arthritis is really bad. Only because my arthritis is really bad, but haven't been taking it because I don't need to anymore, man. My legs are, they're looking a bit better now. And yeah, man, but I'm prednisolone for my liver though. Prednisolone for the liver.
Yeah, I mean, like the prednisolone, I take now 10 milligrams for my immune suppression because I can't have cyclosporin anymore because it affects my kidney. Well, my one remaining kidney, right? It was accidentally taken out, but but yes, I mean, there's loads of medications that I have to take as well, and I mean, like I have, and people like moaning about this virus and then that they got have a vaccine, right? I've got to have a jab every night, right? Let alone once a week, once a year flu jab, right? And then doing his corona vaccine as well. So it when you let people know like that, it sort of puts it in perspective for them a little bit. So
Steven,
go on.
rewind a little bit. How did they accidentally take one of your kidneys out?
Oh God. Because the problem that I had built up for such a long time, when they did the procedure for my transplant, it caused so much scar tissue to build around the kidney. It looked like it was completely dead, right? It just
Yeah.
didn't look like it was functioning properly. So what do? Do you leave it in there looking like it's going to cause a problem, or do you take it out and eliminate the risk and get the scar tissue off it and everything? Right, so they took it out, and when they took it out and cleaned all the scar tissue and all the crap, the collaterals off it, because it was literally a mess.
Yeah.
They realised it was completely fine.
Huh.
So, but You want to believe it because my surgeon literally he came out looked like I'll just look with a face that looked like he just freaking killed us. Right? And my mum and my sister are like, what's happening? It's like he said, I'm sorry, but I had to take it out. And he said, what? And my sister's like, where's Stephen? He said, oh, he's all right. He's in ITU. He's scared the living shit, scared the living crap out of my family. I love. I couldn't help but laugh when I heard that. But yeah, this is just like a little activity that I had to do with him. So this is mainly this presentation is about spotting the early signs in newborns. So if you have a newborn, don't go on jaundice because most kids can be either born without jaundice or with jaundice, right? So being jaundice, which is being yellow in color in your skin, may not guarantee when it's a newborn that it has liver disease.
Yeah.
So what you do is you start looking at different other signs. So another sign is stool chart. My stools were cream colored, like the color of like my jacket, right? And I was constantly feeding. My mom was constantly feeding me all the time because it just went straight through. Back in the day, because they knew nothing, the midwife at the time, they said it was dairy products because they didn't know about liver disease back then. And she did write a letter of apologizing when he got it wrong. But when you spot these, which is stool chart, and then a urine chart, which is dark brown urine or dark urine, then you need to do a blood test because then it could just be liver problems, it could be kidney problems as well. So you have to do bloods and then look at the blood results after. When they looked at my blood results in 6 weeks, then they realised that I had liver disease, and within 3 days I was having a major operation to sort of prolong the inevitable. So it's just keeping on your toes. Indiana, like, yeah, come on, man, get I'd love to get you on the channel, mate. 'Cause you go on everyone else's channel, man. You go right, and Laurie, get yourself on here as well. Yeah, get on the channel, man. Seriously. All right. Marley dropped out, but now he's back. Right.
Sorry.
It's you and your internet, mate.
No, that was
Make
just
sure
me
I was
messing
internet.
it up. It was nothing to do with the internet.
I suffer from IBD at one point. So on over 20 tablets a day. You guys are truly brave going through all. I admire you both. That means a lot, honestly. But for me, that I don't know how you probably feel about it. Ads is that because I see it as like one. I see it as normal life for me, so I don't see it as major like something big to deal with. And two is because it's so feels to me is what anyone else would do in my situation. Would you just like sit there and just give up, or would you fight to do what you want and like fight for your life, basically? And most people, when I asked them, they said, "Well, I'd fight." So I said, "Well, what's so special about it then?" It's I know it's brave and it's truly brave, but it's what anyone else would do. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, ads just dropped out for some reason. I don't know why.
We still like feel like acknowledging the fact that you were given a much tougher hand, and you still you fight harder than most people have to fight. That's why.
What are your goals, ambitions in terms of raising awareness? Also, personal goals living with this. It used to be that I wanted to go to uni and finish off uni before I started. While I was doing this at the same time, this was just like a little bit of fun. So I wanted to share my opinion on football, as well as doing liver disease awareness and that. Laurie, yes. Plus, now that the way I am, I can't go back to uni. I probably won't ever go back to uni now because of my encephalopathy and everything else. Is that I want to put sort of my heart and soul into this because this charity, without its research, I would have been dead. So I owe a lot to the charity. So I need this is my best way I feel of giving it something back. So getting it to 1,000 subscribers, right? Getting it monetized so we can send donations to the charity, right? Which is what I want to do with this channel. So that any super chat that comes in, it goes to the charity. It goes to the charity, and it funds the fight against liver disease, so that other kids don't have to go through what I've been through, or have to go through half the shit I have to go through. Like, to sort of just use me as like sort of the guinea pig and like say like we've got somewhere, you know what I mean? So yeah. Do you drink alcohol at all? No, to be honest. I may do on the rare I'm allowed up to a pint on the rare occasion. So say if it's my birthday, right, I might have a pint. But that's it. I wouldn't touch it anyway. And to be fair, I don't mind drinking this, to be honest. Right? Like, nice Coke, or I find is always better, to be honest. I'm working right now, but we'll be on to. Oh, that'd be great. Love it. So, any questions other than that? No? Okay then. This is something I've just said over time, is I have no words that I can thank enough for all the donors that have given me the opportunity to live. Donation is the greatest gift a human being can give to another. And we move on to organ donation. So organ donation is 6,000 people have a transplant every year. 6,000 people can die in circumstances where they're able to donate. 3 people die a day waiting for a transplant due to a shortage of people willing to donate their organs. Hence why we were campaigning at the time for the opt-out system in this country. Because in this country, we had an opt-in system where you had to actually register to be on it. Whereas now we changed it so that if you don't want your organs donated, you have to opt out, because most people just don't even think about it and forget about it. But the problem is that as if you do register, if you don't tell your family can then say, oh no, we don't want to donate because we weren't sure about his need or what he wants, or we don't feel it's right. So they can still have that power to stop it. So it's more about having that conversation. And get me right, no one wants that conversation, obviously. But when it's part of funeral plans, when you move on, it's part of, like, because we don't know how, like, we could get hit by a bus the next day, you know? So it's about having that conversation to say, like, if something does happen to me, I want this donated. I want this donated. I want this donated. These are my wishes. So yeah, it's just more about having that conversation with the family, with families, so that more donors become available. And it's like I said, it was implemented last year, April 2020, but no one was worried about that due to some sort of crisis. So that's a friend who also was born with biliary atresia but passed away on Good Friday on Good Friday 2017 whilst waiting for a new liver.
Yeah, I saw that video.
You saw that video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yellow alert is to healthcare professionals, and it helps them educate professionals on spotting the early signs and stages. Maybe not so much educate, but point them in the right direction. like it says, it does family support. So one of the charity's main aims is to support the families during difficult times. It helps to explain families clearly on what is wrong with their child. Basically, doctors speak in English, right? Not your Latin, right? That no one understands, gibberish. Not your squiggly writing that you can't work on, that you can't recognize on the notepad, right? Proper English. This is what's wrong with your kid. Simple. And if you checked out their website, which I actually will do now, if I've got, well, actually no, why am I doing that? I could just go to edit, because all the links are in the chat, are in the video description. By the way, guys, everything's in the video description. So if I quickly edit that, and by the way, I will quickly also add that in there as well. We still got that page up from last year, which is that Just Giving page, because what's happened is that the money that was raised, which was £1,000, which I salute everyone that's donated to that. That's already gone without having me doing anything. So that's already gone to the charity. We're now going to see if we can try and raise that to £2,000 for this year. So that's the Just Giving page that we're running alongside it. So get on that, get donating what you can. I know money's tight these days at the minute, but if you can donate what you can, it'll be much appreciated. Yeah, I will be putting information up on the Discord server. So just loads of little links here. So yeah, here's the Discord server. Like, get on that, join our the Discord server for this channel. You'll find liver disease awareness, what the charity does. I'll be putting information up on that, but you'll also get to join in the chat about football and Formula One as well. So yeah, and I'll try and join in on that as well when I can. There you go. There's the link. And if you want to know more, this is the best place to go, because Wikipedia will do the same as the doctors, speak about it in gibberish, right? Go to their website, childliverdisease.org. If you go to their website, you'll find clear information. They'll give you, there's clear, like, if you say what type of liver disease is, if you click on liver information, it'll give you what type of liver disease is in each section, has its own page on what liver disease problem you've got and clear information on that. It's quite brilliant what they've done there. So go check that out. I've already put in the Discord server what my problem was, which was biliary. So they can help explain families, obviously, like I said, clearly what to do. So they do lovely little stuff like this, like his transplant story. Like, it's just to help families cope and help little kids. And you go to the children's ward, like, look, the transplant book is now used on all 3 specialist liver units. Because if you go to the transplant ward at King's or any of these centres and you see these kids, you wouldn't believe how they act. They act like there's nothing going wrong. There's nothing happening. They are them usual bubbly selves, unless they're really not well. Right, and that's how I dealt with it. Is you just took the piss out of it. You took the piss out of the nurses. Right, you bantered. You just, your way of coping through it. And it's amazing how these kids like deal with it. It's unreal, and it's all thanks to support like these charities here. So, like I said, they do family events, trips away for young people, and conferences, telephone support, as well as online forums. I mean, I'm now 26, but they can still, they are quite happily for me to call them at any time. Right, so they back you up. I mean, over £9 million. I don't know how many since raised so far. Clinical, lab-based social projects, enhancing understanding childhood liver disease, improving available treatments. Donations can lead to potential cures to certain liver diseases. There's some that won't. There'll be some that will, but most of them will get better treatment. This is the main bit here. This is what I want people to get their head around. Right? Around 37% of all liver diseases are not alcohol related. Are alcohol related. That means there's 63% of liver diseases that have got nothing to do with alcohol whatsoever. This is why we need to now start focusing on the 63%, not the 37%, the majority. Right? Because it's not fair. Because kids like this end up getting older and then they have to justify why they've got liver disease. Numerous times I've been asked, have I been drinking? I was asked that at 14 years old. What right do I have to answer that at 14 years old?
It's messed up.
And do you know what? Who asked that? Someone who had caused cirrhosis by themselves. You know?
That figures.
It's I know it's but like I said, there was a new stem cell treatment that have prevented children from going into a liver transplant. This is due to the research that they've provided. The Voice is campaigning to improve in prevention, diagnosis, treatment, service delivery. My campaigning priorities such as hepatitis B vaccinations. Following a campaign by CLDF back in '98, so I was about 4 years old. The health secretary announced that the Kasai procedure, which is what I had to postpone or alleviate the need for a transplant, right? So I can then get the correct weight to have one. Early surgery can postpone or alleviate transplant. This was then restricted to 3 centres of excellence, which is Birmingham Children's Liver Hospital, Leeds in General, or my hospital, which is King's College Hospital in Denmark Hill, London. So there's just, like I said, I call this literally like my second home. I keep telling them, I said, always keep my bed space. So that's the professor who's done all my surgery here. And it's just my mum after she donated a part of her liver to me. So how can you help? So how can people help? Well, subscribing to the channel is 1 minute and smash a like on this video. But you can do it by fundraising, volunteering, or just spelling a word. Big Yellow Friday is a massive one, fundraising. We will be doing something for Big Yellow Friday, which will take place on the first Friday of March. So the first Friday of March, we will be doing some sort of big awareness stream, something like that. We'll probably try and get as many people on as we can, right, to promote Big Yellow Friday. The fundraising can be a whole host of activities, from sponsored walks, runs, cake stalls, or simply wearing yellow for the whole day. And yeah, just thank you. Like I said, liver disease is rare, varied, and complicated. Complexity of liver conditions can delay diagnosis. Living with a rare condition is very isolating until they've developed the Hive network, which is amazing, because I wish I had that. And CLDF are there to support and improve the lives of all those affected. That's the end of that. So, what do you say to that?
Yeah.
One thing I'll say to you, Stephen, is all of this that you do and that all of what you're coping with, you've got my number, so never feel that you're alone. And if you don't want to speak to the charity, you can always shout at me.
and I'm always there to help and support you as well in any way that I can, because it's a lot to deal with. And I know you're not alone, but don't ever, if you ever feel you are alone, I'm here in it. Just know that.
That means so much. It really does. Absolutely. And like I say, that anyone comes on this channel and anyone in the chat, I mean, there's only 6 people in the chat in a minute, but big up to you lot, like that anyone that comes on, because it means the world. And people say, yeah, you're only doing it to 6 people. Well, that could be 6 people that decide I'm going to donate. And that'll be what, 6 people or 12 people that donate their livers, that will or 6 people that donate the livers, which can go to 12 transplant patients. You know.
By the way, you can always share this video. Like it doesn't have a time
Yeah, like
frame
I
when
said,
you
you
can
can
share
reshare
it.
the video, you can share it out and do whatever.
Yeah, it's not about football. It's always going to be relevant. It doesn't matter when you're going to be sharing it. So yeah, share away because it's so important what he's doing. We got to back it.
It's only 6 people, but you have to start from somewhere. You start small and grow big. So, you know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's like I say, and it, you can see by how long it's taken AFTV or Football Terrace or stuff like that, or even League Gunners. I mean, League Gunners have been going for a couple of years now, and it's taken that long to get to where he is. And yeah, a lot of people are gonna probably go to his channel because it's more about football and it's more people that are a lot of people that are interested in. But it doesn't mean that like something like this will not be relevant as well. So
Well, of course, it's always good to educate people because there's a lot of things in that presentation that you said that they won't be aware of. And one of the things to take away from that, as you said, because of people's ignorance, tarnishing you with that brush of alcoholism is something that if they look at this video and this presentation, they'll see that isn't the cause of liver disease. It's not one of the main causes. And that's something that it'll be on the fence for some people, like it's self-inflicted or whatnot. But something like this video can, someone that is an excessive drinker could watch this video, for example, and realize that I've been selfish and I need to stop drinking. So you have raised some serious and important issues in here, and hopefully, the more this gets spread, the more awareness gets raised, the more people will be subconscious on their actions and the decisions that they make in life.
yeah, absolutely. And so I was just saying that, so I am listening. It's like I've spent time in our adult ward and the adult side as well as when I've sat next to people that have done it themselves, right? And they give it like, oh well, I had this, I had that, right? And I couldn't cope with this, I couldn't cope with that, and usually I just sit there and I just listen and I listen and I listen. Well, not even probably listen. I just end up just going, I'm not really paying attention because what you're going through really doesn't equate, sort of. But everyone has their problems anyway. But when I then go, and then they would then ask, well, why are you here? And I said, well, I've got liver disease myself. I'm waiting for a transplant. And they said, you've been drinking? And I went, no. I went, how'd you get it then? I said, I was born with it. And he went, what? And I went, yeah, I was born with it. And I was growing up with it since I was 6 weeks old. He said, do you know how many transplants I've had? I went, well, 6. I went, what? I mean, I've had 6. I've had bowel surgery. I've had this. I've been coming out in hospital for 76 years. I've had my sister move from pillar to post and missing her mum. I've had my mum having to choose me over my sister most of the time. and I'm like that. And your problem is, right? Come on, right? And so it's like, don't. I would have said, mate, I'd have more respect for you if you come out and said, look, I had these issues, but I dealt with them in the wrong way, and I've paid the price. Right? I'd have more respect for you for that, because you're admitting your mistakes. If you're not admitting your mistakes, what's the point in giving you a transplant? Because all you're
It's
going to
actually
do is
kind of rude. When if you made assumptions.
I know that, but you aren't going to change, and you end up going to cause in having another transplant. I even met someone who was moaning about it, and he already had a transplant because he had done it himself. So I'm just like, ha, nice try. Ain't going to do that again. Because after George Best's transplant, they ain't going to do it again.
So
They ain't doing something like that again. And don't forget, that's also the same surgeon who's done mine. So I do know him. I could call him right now if I really wanted to.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. We're live with Stephen Featley's liver surgeon. Yeah. Sorry, just quickly go through this, and I'll come to you, Ads. Part of the problem is, until people suffer from certain, they don't. Yeah, it's like with this COVID crisis, they won't get it. They get the problem until it hits them. What's up, Stephen? Rams, yeah, Rams.
Yes,
I haven't seen
Rams.
you in a long time. Get on, yeah.
He's a busy boy, man.
Yeah, man. I'd like to see him back on his channel. Right, he's been getting roasted the last couple of weeks on the terrace. Almost at 20 likes. Yes, get those likes up. Smash a like on the video. Yes, get that share button as well, and subscribe. And yes, Evening AC Charlie says
Yes,
trying to
Charlie.
start his own channel as well. So, Daniel, how are you?
Hello, mate. I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah. So, what do you make of that?
Hello, everyone in the
presentation?
chat. Hello, everyone in the chat as well.
Hope you are, mate.
Evening.
Evening.
Good evening.
So, what do you make of that so far?
No, mate. I think it's spot on, mate. 100%. Like, keep doing what you're doing, innit? So, at the end of the day, like, it's like what you're doing is a life-changing situation.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's a life-changing situation.
And don't get me wrong, I have my days on when I just like curl away and just forget about it, right? And just like sulk and moan. But
yeah,
in the end, it's what anyone. In the end, what do? You sit there and moan about it, or do you get on with it? So,
you just get on with it at the end of the day. It's like how can I explain it? It's like day by day steps. You take one day at a time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear me, Stephen, or what. I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
It's all right then. I'm just showing off the new Arsenal T-shirt today. What I've got for Christmas. So showing off the.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask you to start joining the resistance.
I'm joining the Rat Army. And
no. Wait. We're joining no Rat Army here. We're just joining the Rat Army that gets rid of Conky. That's what we're doing. Get rid of that Conky. Right?
Yeah, get rid of. Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, I'll have Jesus. I'll have Jesus here on your case.
Stop doing that, dude.
No, we're not. No,
I can't.
We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, man. You gotta have characters.
I swear I'm gonna shoot my head.
One thing
No. I honestly donate 20 quid to the charity to do that live.
What I'm gonna say is currently,
y'all think about it.
Arsenal at the moment. Listen,
how much would you guys pay in the comments to see Charlie like have his headshot off live? Right? How much would you donate? Leave it in the comments.
Where's Anthony when you need him?
Right.
Where's cousin?
He's
Yeah, Ad, go
my
on.
cousin. My cousin.
Go on, Ad. You were saying.
Cousin. No, go
Ad.
add. You were saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, no. I want to say this right now. The Arsenal fans are already they're already gunning for all the United fans on Twitter, right? And you know what? I'll say this to you now. This league. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. But there's a really good player who might be coming to the Premier League, and it's torn between both of our clubs. It's a new midfielder. I'm very, very excited. Just check my Twitter. You'll see it, Steve. You'll see it. If you don't see it on there, just go to the Arsenal website, because I've been reading into a few things. There are many midfielders coming to the league this season, and the transfer window's open now. So remember, if there are new players to come to Arsenal, you guys will need a midfielder, and you guys will need a right back. But Maitland-Niles, would he play? Would you play him every week if he could? Would you not? No. Why? You think Bellerin's better?
Mate, right now I'm not sure because Bellerin sucks really bad, but Maitland-Niles, whenever he came in this season as a right back, he was horrible. Just horrible. People like him better, but he's horrible playing a right back this season.
Do you know why people like him better? Is because like anyone can play better than Bellerin.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Acting like Maitland-Niles isn't good though. He's actually decent.
Honestly, we could have a patient that just go recover from a transplant after a month and he still play better.
When he comes in as a left back, he's decent, but as a right back,
right.
Yeah, so I don't get excited about really any transfer. I'd sometimes when I started that transfer news thing, I was like, do I really want to get involved in this? Because like it's not really true until it's like I see him sign the contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. But all I'm gonna say is, Ozil, listen, I'm so there's actually no creativity at all in your midfield. There's no creativity in your midfield at all.
Yeah, but the thing is that you put Ozil in there, there's still no creativity.
Yeah, because he's shit. Because he's not good.
If you can get people in the chat or the following on social to raise £100, I'll sing a song like. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if my ears could take it.
I mean,
how? Yeah, can we get people to do that? Can we get people to do that?
Go ahead.
Right, £100 to get Charlie to come on and sing a song.
But what song?
Shall we sing a song for you?
Stephen, can I ask you a quick question? Right.
Where's the Q&A show?
Right. I was saying, I don't rate Bellerin so much. I'd rather, if we did go for another right back, I'd rather see Lamptey from Brighton. And I think more important right now is getting a backup goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Runnison, I'm sorry, he's no good.
He could be in the middle of the winter's weather and he just couldn't catch a cold, honestly.
And I know. And ads, there's something I want to say to you as well. I do rate Man United. They've been. And what do you think of Ollie? Do you think he's Ollie in or Ollie out?
I'm not Ollie in. I'm Ollie out. I'm manager
not Ollie in.
I'm manager in because I'm manager in. So there's a big difference.
He's getting splinters on the fence.
No. One second. It's even in the middle. It's not even in the middle. It's manager in is whenever manager comes in, you back them. If you criticize them when they do shit, and you give them praise when they do this, right? But if he was to leave, would I have any emotional attachment to him? No, I wouldn't. If he leaves, he leaves, innit? And if a new manager comes in, he comes in, and I back him as well. But if you're Ollie out, your Glazers in, because whenever a new manager comes in, they're just going to be like to the fans, yeah, we're going to take control of another manager, and you can't do anything about it. That's what they do whenever a manager comes in. And I'll back Ollie, I'll back him. But if he does shit, then I'm gonna fucking criticize him, and he deserves to be criticized as well. But season, why would you sack him when he's got us joint top? Why would you sack him? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this is what I disagree with. This is where I disagree with Connor.
There's progress being made. Yeah, there's progress being made. And when there's progress being made, you don't have to sack.
Yeah, this is why I don't get Connor's where he's coming from. How can you not praise the manager for getting second joint top of the league? How can you not praise him?
If Arteta did that, I'd give him respect. But Arteta's never going to do that, so I don't need to give him respect. Yeah.
Exactly.
I totally agree with you at the end of the day, and like I rate Man United at the moment because they're second in the league. Like I don't know if they are still second in the league. Like you've got some very good players like Martial, you've got Rashford, you've got Bruno Fernandes, you've got Cavani as well. What a bowler he is for 34 years old. I'd have rather had him at Arsenal than Willian, if you know what I mean. If it's banter at the end of the day, isn't it? To be honest, but like that's my opinion. If you know what I mean.
What I will say is about Man United and Liverpool at the minute. If they don't get another centre back, I think Man City will win the title.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too.
Because look at them; they're two games. When they're 2 games in hand, they're 1 point behind Man United. Man United have just lost they're probably the best defender in there at Bailly, right? Liverpool have got no defenders to save their life, right? Right? It's like that Liverpool's defense at the moment. I say this being an Arsenal fan in our defense, but like Liverpool's defense in terms of them winning the league is like it's like a cheat trying to defend himself from his girlfriend when his girlfriend's caught him in bed with his other missus. He's got no defense.
Well, all I'm going to say is, Marley, before you start, listen to me. I'm going to say this. I'll say it again and again and again and again and again. None of your defenders have anything on ours, so I don't want to hear it.
Well, everybody does have a better review record.
None of your defenders have anything on Pablo Mari or Gabriel Magalhães.
Bailly and Maguire are both better than Gabriel. Get it into your head, please. They are better.
Plays 5 games a season, and Maguire runs slower than I do.
And guess what? In the 5 games that he's played, he's had a better season than Gabriel. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but Marley, Marley. Sol Campbell couldn't run for a bus, but when he had Colo Touré next to him, that made him one of the best centre backs in the world.
What are you talking about? Marley, are you all right, bro?
Ollie.
I don't
know. I know. Hang on.
You cannot discredit an injury-prone defender who has 7 games maximum in a row and still manages to be up there when it comes to stats. Do not tell me Gabriel is better than Bailly. What have you seen from him this season for him to be better than Bailly and Maguire? What have you seen?
Can I just also add here? This is, by the way, Marley. I know you live next to. I know Brazil's near Colombia. You ain't been snorting in that Colombian marching powder, have you?
Dude, what are you talking about? Gabriel Magalhães was the best player on the pitch for most of his games.
I want to get Laurie's view on this. Laurie,
but that's not hard in an Arsenal team, is it?
Don't get me involved in this. Do not get. This is.
But you're in the middle of the call.
Well, hang on.
It doesn't mean I want to be involved.
We say
I thought it was a Q&A about Liver, man.
Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? No, I'm gonna have to even put myself in the middle here, just to defend from you two guys. Right?
Dude, it's just that, like, he can say Bailly all he wants because he's a great player who's sadly injured all the time. But Maguire, I can't have it, man. I can't have someone back Maguire and not say anything. I can't.
Okay, Marlon, so you agree? So you agree with Bailly being better, but not Maguire.
We discussed this tomorrow.
Now, one second,
healthy player.
We've got a whole show tomorrow to discuss this.
Let Marley finish. Marley,
I can't be there tomorrow, so I promise you. Last thing I say, I'm gonna shut up. if Bailly was healthy, if he got injured like not too often, he'd be one of the best defenders in the league. I think that. I rate
He
him,
still is.
but like you can't put him there because he doesn't play more than 20 games ever because he's always injured.
And he's
There,
had better.
I'm
He's had a
done.
better. He's had a better season than Gabriel this year. So I don't know what you're talking about. So is Maguire. They're both better than him.
Right, hang on. I've got to clear this up right now.
I have muted myself now.
No,
Stephen, you're a
no,
realist, right? Stephen, you're a
no,
realist.
hang on. Right, Maguire, Harry Maguire stats versus
See,
Gabriel.
this is the problem with Arsenal fans. This is the problem with Arsenal fans. They always into stats to prove a point, but this is the problem.
Whoa! Did I say I'm gonna do it to justify why Gabriel's better? No.
He's looking at the stats to prove your point, mate.
Marley,
both.
Marley, how dare you disrespect Maguire? What has Gabriel done? I didn't even know who he was before this season. Irrelevant. That's it. I
Right,
didn't even
I'm
know
not
who
gonna
he
say
was.
Gabriel has won 5 man of the matches because that's easy enough to do that in a fucking Man
Disgrace.
United side. Right. Gabriel versus Harry Maguire. 6 appearances. Right. Gabriel has 1 more clean sheet. He has 1 more tackles. Passes 523 to 401. Last man tackles 1 to Gabriel. He's conceded less goals but made less clearances than Harry Maguire.
Yeah, exactly. So that just proves my point again.
Whoa. No, what I said is they both had 6 appearances. Gabriel has 2 clean sheets, Maguire 1. Gabriel has 10 tackles, Maguire 2. Gabriel has 523 passes, Maguire has 401. Last man tackles, Gabriel 1-0. Goals conceded, Gabriel 4, Maguire 13. And clearances 17 to 22. But what I will add is Gabriel has been injured for part of the season.
Never mind
Maguire
that. How come-
hasn't. So he's had
Never,
more games
wait,
to cause those problems.
Stephen, hold on 1 second, yeah? You're 4 goals conceded. You're telling me he's conceded 4 goals. Is that what you're telling me?
Right. Who scored?
How?
Players showing Maguire. Hang on. I'm going to find... That was just one result. I'm just going to show these results, actually.
Gabriel's a cheat.
Right. I'm going to show these ones. I'm going to show this. Premier... I'm going to just do his Premier...
player on half a season against a player that's a season Premiership veteran, you may as well say.
Whoa. I'm just going to do overall. Hang on. I'm just doing overall.
These comparisons.
Shut up.
You know what, Marley? I'm comparing Terry.
Will you let us do these human stats?
One player is great, and one is just a fun. That's it.
I'm not going to bother. Right? Just let me do these stats.
Luke Skywalker.
Hang on. Just everyone, please.
Order.
The whole lot of you.
Order.
Yeah,
Gabriel's
order.
a farmer. Gabriel's a farmer.
Shut up.
That's insulting.
Premier League stats for Maguire: 16 appearances, 1,440 minutes, 0.8 for tackles, 2.1 for interceptions, 1.3 for fouls, 0.6 to. I'm actually even gonna get this on another tab so I can do it to Gabriel as well. Gabriel.
Little farmer. These are probably stage stats, isn't it? Like Marley's.
Yeah, this is from whoscored.com.
All right, they're inaccurate. Then they're not real.
They're not
They
real.
are. They're not accurate. They're not accurate, Steve.
Where can I find accurate results then?
Go to playerstats.com.
Player stats.
It's what we see with our eyes at the end of the day. We can talk
exactly.
stats. We can talk stats till the cows come home, but it's what we all see with our own eyes, really. That's where the real evidence is.
And when you look at Maguire, you think he's better than Gabriel Magalhães?
He is though. He
You
is.
can't think that.
Oh,
You can't.
Marley,
You
one is a
can't.
good. He's a farmer. He's like Luke
That
Skywalker.
has to be a health
Farmer.
issue or something. No, you can't think that. You cannot think that.
He has breadsticks, not a lightsaber. That's how crap he is. He's overrated. Crap.
Dude,
Trash.
he was better than Maguire last season. He's been better than Maguire this season.
I can't find playerstats.com anymore.
Last season, all right. No, what I'll do is I'll send you the link.
Yeah, for both of them.
Yeah, guess what? Yo, guess what?
What?
You listen, Marley. You and a gal though, man. Oh my god, you guys always just somehow you just always get behind Gabrielle, right? I don't know why you lot. This is why I say he's overrated in your fan base. He is. He's overrated in your fan base.
No, he's
You
not.
look-
It's
don't
just
accept
like we acknowledge that most of our players are not good enough. The thing is, you guys just take it that Arsenal players in general are gonna be crap. But Gabriel Magalhães is one of the better players that we have. He's good. He's a good
Oh,
defender.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
He's
why
just
he.
gonna get
That's
better.
why he's standing out. That's why he's standing out. That's why he's standing out, bro. Because he's just. You know, I'm not trying to be rude because we're good friends, Marley, but he is overrated in your fan base. You have to admit now he is overrated because the only reason because
Man,
if he was listen, if you had a half decent centre back, I assure you, I've sent the link in the chat.
Right. You sent the
Steven.
link. You sent the link.
If I
For
assure you
both.
right now, you had
You
a
sent the link for
decent
both.
centre back. As in you open 2 tabs, you double that, and then you can scroll to both. That's what you can do. But all I'm gonna say is, all you do is say, "Oh, Arsenal are back, Champions League." That's what you lot
have I
should be saying.
ever
That's what you lot should be.
said that?
That's what you. I'm not. No, not you. That's what your fan base said after you beat us 1-0. And guess what? It should be that you guys should be in the Champions League.
Take
But you're not.
your
It's not
time
good
with
enough.
it. Take
It's not good
your
enough.
time with it. Sorry.
We're good enough. We're good enough. We got Champions League football and Europa League football in the same season.
Let me have a look. Man United.
So,
Player Harry Maguire. And Arsenal. Gabriel. I can only find Gabriel dos Santos.
No, Gabriel Magalhães.
Well, I can't find him. I can only find dos Santos. Must be him.
I don't know if he's Magalhães dos Santos. I have no idea.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it is him. Yeah, it is him. I just saw a picture. So, England.
Right, I'd love to stay and enjoy this debate, but I've got a few things I need to start doing.
Yeah.
For a bit later, so I'll catch you tomorrow. But everyone else, big up. As I said, anyone that's in the chat or anyone watching, get subscribing, liking, and sharing. This is what we've been talking about for the majority of this feed. It's very serious issue. And it is very good awareness. And if you've got any questions,
I can't work these stats out. You'd have to work it out some other time.
So big up, everyone. And I'll catch you tomorrow.
Does any
Nathan?
Nathan? Yeah. Sorry. Thank you. But nice to see you. Plus, anyone new in the chat, can you please leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit the share button, share it with everyone. Get everyone that you know subscribing as well. When you get to 1,000 subscribers, you don't even have to watch any of this. Just do it. Does anyone rate Steve Round? I don't have a clue who he is. Right.
No, well,
this is the problem with stats. I can't work this fucking out.
I just want to answer the question about Steve Round. From what I've heard is that he's not like a top level coach. He's got experience, but he's not really like been at the very top level. So
He's a disgrace to football.
to answer the question, I probably don't rate him. Not really.
I've worked it out.
Can I just ask a question? Can I just say something, please? Yeah. Can I just say something quickly? Listen, ask Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, ask Jose Mourinho, ask Pep Guardiola, ask what's his name, Jurgen Klopp, ask even Arsene Wenger. Ask all those managers. Would they take Gabriel? No. They would say, "I'm not taking a farmer." That's what they'd say.
Whoa! No,
Dude.
we're gonna solve. Hang on, we're gonna solve this right now.
Dude.
Hold the
Right,
phone.
Stephen.
Right.
Oh no, Stephen, say hold the fucking phone.
Hold the. Yeah. No. Don't swear either. No, don't swear either because I'm not trying to swear on this one, please. Right.
Stephen.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. A bit late. I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah. No
Hope
worries.
everyone has a good evening. And I'll see you all soon.
Yeah,
Okay,
see you all
mate.
soon. Like I said, is my show's at 7 tomorrow, so if you want to tune into that, by all means.
What's going on tomorrow?
Thing is, that you met.
It's my hot off the press show as usual.
Oh yeah, then we could talk about Gabriel because he's a farmer.
Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Thing is, you mentioned Pep.
What's up, blood? Just wanted you to know.
We
Just
don't talk about
want to
politics,
know what you think about what's happening in America and with the whites. I think like Trump is an absolute prick, right? He always has been, right? He was a fucking idiot to
Ooh.
start with. Should never
Are you
got the job.
swearing?
You can't
Right.
say that, Stephen. He was in Home Alone too.
Yeah, and let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? If that kid was probably Mexican, he wouldn't have shown him to the lobby.
That kid. Who's
Yeah.
that kid? You know his name.
Put some
You know his
respect
name.
on
You know his name.
Colkin, wasn't it?
Macaulay Culkin. Put some
Macaulay.
respect on
Yeah,
his name.
like I said, if he didn't show him, if he was Mexican, he wouldn't have shown him to the lobby, but he probably built a
Andy
brick wall.
McGoldrick.
But anyway, like I said, it's an absolute disgrace to the fact he's encouraging it. What's funny though is Twitter can ban Donald Trump, but they can't ban these trolls that troll and call awful names to horrible people. These horrible people, awful names, right? And all that crap that you get with Twitter, right? They don't do that. But they'll easily stop Donald Trump, right? So they can actually do something. So. Yeah, but it just shows that America is pretty screwed up in a minute, and that their system just really they're like following when it comes to politics. They like follow their parties like football teams, which they shouldn't do. Right? They
Can I
should
say
just
something on the topic? Can I say something on the topic, please?
Yeah.
Of Trump? Listen, I'm sorry to say this here. I have American friends, and they agree with me. Then you guys are not number one. You're not number one because if your own president is down to demolish half of your population, then why the fuck are you guys supposed to just be the number one country in the world? It doesn't make sense to me. And for me, I'll say this to you now.
Only because of the wars that they're now number one.
All of the Trump supporters and all the ones who don't believe and all the ones who believe that economy is what matters and not their families or anything like that, they're all incompetent and they're all complete fools.
Yeah, I know.
Disgrace.
But anyway, right, I'm going to solve this with these stats once now. Right, this season, right, Harry Maguire, 16 tackles, 10 of them won. In the defensive third 11, in the midfield third 11, 5. Versus dribbles, tackled 7, attack 15, 46.7 tackle rate, got past 8 times. Pressure rate of 41.1%. Defensive third 57. Midfield third 36. This is in terms of pressure, right? In terms of so yeah, trying to throw it to the side, but he won't do it. There we go. Blocks. 22 blocks, 12, 10 past. Yeah, so let me have a look now at Gabriel. So if I just put that back, I think I can do a great comparison. So
For reading
yeah,
total
tackles,
numbers, keep in
right.
mind he had four less games.
Right, so 4 less games, 16 tackles, tackles 110, defensive third 11, midfield third 5. Versus dribbles. Oh, no, sorry, I'm reading the wrong one again. I'm saying the same one again. Stupid me. Right. Yeah, sorry. Go again, Maguire. Not Maguire, Gabriel. This is Gabriel's stats now. I'm comparing them. 15 tackles, 10-1, 11 defensive third, midfield third 4. Versus dribbles tackled 5, attack 10, a 57.1% tackle rate percentage rate, whereas Maguire's is 46.7. Right. Versus dribbles, yeah. So pressures, percentage pressure rate of 38.2%. Successful pressure of 29 out of 76. Right. So what was Maguire's? 41.1. In the defensive third, 45 for Gabriel. It was 57 for Maguire.
Yes.
36 in the midfield third. 26 in the midfield third for Gabriel. 2 for Maguire in the attacking third. 5 for Gabriel. It is too close to call, to be honest, actually. Blocks 24, 16 shoves. Success of 8, and errors 2, and quickly go along. There's no errors on Maguire.
Yes.
68 clearances, 34 interceptions, blocks 22, shoves 12. 8 interceptions, 23 tackle interceptions, 51 clearances. So it's too. I think it depends on now the sort of defender you want. It's too close to call.
Bailey is fucking sick. Sorry, no, Maguire is sick. I told you.
I said they're on the same level.
No.
No, it is because in some areas Gabriel's better than Maguire.
This season, yes, maybe they are, but quality.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. There is a debate about what sort of defender you want.
Well, but Gabriel's a bit more pacey, I would say. Maguire's a bit more
yeah.
They're both good on the ball, but Maguire's probably.
Ads, you said yourself as well. If you put someone next to Maguire that's got a bit of pace about him, it works. If you put Lindelof, who's dead slow, it don't work.
Yeah, absolutely. But
that's what I'm saying. That's why Campbell was great against Norway.
You could put a half decent centre back next to Gabriel. Does Gabriel shine? I don't think he does, because he hasn't even been the only spark of hope now developing into the season. The attackers have now got the grip onto it, and players next to him are playing better now. So that just proves my point. Maguire's been a stand-up player this season. I'd say he's been top 5 this season for us.
Dude, Magalhães hasn't been a standout because he hasn't been playing because of COVID things.
What are you talking about?
Magalhães was one of the better players always when he was playing, except for like 1 or 2 games. The thing is, dude, he just read the stats, yeah, and they were like very comparable. They were close, so he couldn't call like who's best out of the stats.
Yeah,
and that's with 4 less games for Gabriel, and that's his first season at the Prem. And how many years?
I'd like to see it under his second season. Then I would like to see it.
Sure, but what's the age gap? What's the age gap?
Age gap.
That's fine though.
I find it funny that you think the indication is that Maguire is going to be the better one in the future when Magalhães is newer to the league and he's younger.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's a better centre back now. You can't discredit that.
I don't think that, mate. I've made that abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Okay, 6. So okay, so for you, so okay, 6.
Hang on.
So it's okay to
He's
bring out
23. Gabriel's 23 years old and 24 days. Harry Maguire.
It's about 26, I think. 26 or 20. Something around that.
28.
27. So 4 years difference.
Yeah.
So it's something. Okay, 6. So it's okay for every Arsenal fan. Okay, not every Arsenal fan, because Stephen the Marbles didn't do this, but it's okay to say, oh yeah, Gabriel, the COVID break. That's why the stats are all this. But let's not forget. I asked you another question as
Hang
well.
on.
I said, do you think that Maguire? Do you think that Bailey is better than Gabriel?
A fully fit Bailly would be one of the better centre backs. Since he got to
I said that too.
United,
Yeah.
since
That's
he got
not
to
what I
United,
asked.
is he better? I think he's more physical. Probably, yeah. You know, I probably would admit he may be better, but to see
This I do agree with.
to have
Yeah.
to have a proper comparison, in my opinion, Bailly has to probably spend
Anyway,
a
guys.
season fully fit, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to move this on anyway because, like I said,
Yeah.
it's too close to call, and like I said, I'd like to give it to his second season, and then I'd like to see the good comparison. That's when we can really comparison the two, right? Because, right, ads, are your balls dropping?
I said okay. I'm saying okay.
Hads, is your girlfriend giving you one? Seriously?
Yeah, man, she's here now. Yeah. No, I'm joking, man. No, that's another thing I want to talk about. Everyone crossing households still. People still going to people's houses.
Yeah.
Stupid.
No.
You are a disgrace.
Or but to grab a brace versus nah.
Nah.
Even I'm agreeing with that. Nah. But
Not the way he's been playing.
no,
now.
we're not good. Nathan, come back tomorrow and we can talk about Palace because this is an awareness show, really.
Yeah, an awareness show.
I just wanted to
Gabriel's
shut them. I just wanted to shut them up, to be honest.
Yeah. By the way, that was Zad's fault.
Right.
No, it was your
I
fault.
will give you my score predictions and scorers. I will do all that tomorrow on the Hot Off the Press show. Don't you worry about that. Right. And that is at 7 p.m. tomorrow. So, as usual, hopefully, Marley, you said you're not going to be there, are you?
Yeah, I don't think I will. No.
Okay. That's why I wanted to only do that now. But anyway, if anyone's not got any more questions, I will end it there.
Well,
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry,
go on.
no.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
go on, mate. Go on.
No, I was because I missed your FA Cup draw yesterday. I decided to take a nap, Stephen.
How
But-
dare you?
I know. I was like
What
surprised.
you got the nap for? I mean, all you do is play FIFA all day.
That's another topic, but yeah. Who did Arsenal get?
For fourth round, it was Southampton or Shrewsbury,
Southampton or Shrewsbury, and then the fifth round was
Chorley or Wolves.
Chorley or Wolves. Yeah,
Chile.
Chorley.
Chorley.
Not
Surely.
Chile.
That's a non-league team.
Yeah, I have a.
Neymar is going to
Who
be
did
back.
Chelsea get?
Luton Town. I can't remember who for fifth round. Though.
We got fucking Liverpool.
Hey!
You're a traitor. Why are you wearing two teams? Why? Are you
Yeah,
That's
no.
why
Hang on. Right, I love this. Is that they've got to play Liverpool? Have got to go to have got to play Man United at Anfield on the 17th, and then straight after that they've got the FA Cup game with Man United at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
So it's like two legs. It's like
It's
playing
scripted.
two legs.
Scripted.
It's the
Right?
same-
And
it's the same-
yet, what did Tottenham? No, we keep hearing that the whole thing's corrupt, right? The FA's corrupt. The whole thing's corrupt. Who did Tottenham get? Wycombe Wanderers.
Wycombe Wanderers. Listen, Wycombe should beat them.
I
Yeah,
love, or how Marley puts it, why Cumby?
Yes, Wycombe.
Wait,
Thing is, I think if we play Southampton in the 4th round, I think literally our next game is the league game against them away. So we could play them literally like twice in 3 days or something.
Your Marbles, do you think because I think you guys are, do you think Arsenal are capable of winning the FA Cup?
Yeah, we can. It was a cup competition, isn't it? So we're not the best team in it on paper, but it's not played on paper. So, but if you gave me a choice between FA Cup and Europa League, I'll take Europa League.
Oh, I would as well. Yeah, because Europa League is more of
Yeah,
Europa League is a bigger cup. It's a bigger
more
cup
harder
and means
to
more
win.
than the FA
No,
Cup. So
no, not for
it
me.
does.
It goes Champions
Yeah.
League and FA Cup for me.
Yeah, but no, in the world, Stephen, you ask
In
the
the
majority
world,
of fans in the world. To Arsenal fans, FA Cup, yeah, that's definitely bigger.
no, it's not ads. It's not because I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, but okay,
It's 'cause I'm a football fan. It's that
okay,
I've always watched the FA Cup, right? The Europa League, I couldn't give two fucks about watching. Right, the FA Cup, right? My dad was born on FA Cup's final weekend, right?
Mhm.
Before it was moved. I would always watch with my dad, whether it be, even if we won in the final, we'd always watch the final.
Yeah, but Stephen, listen to what I'm trying to say there, bro.
Right?
Listen,
It used to
the
be
Europa
the
League,
best competition after the World Cup.
The Europa League was the Europa League used to be the stance as to where the Champions League is now. It used to be the biggest
It
cup.
used to be like the Cup Winners' Cup sort of thing.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna say to you now is, if I were to rank the importance or the size of the cup, not the size of how it looks, obviously the size of the actual competition. Champions
Yeah.
League's up there first. Then I'd actually say, in truth, the FA Cup / Europa League, because they are both are that big. They both are big because in England,
I know they're
we get-
big, but it's
we're the
just
ones
I feel just the FA Cup means
Yeah,
more.
we get the special feel. We get the special feel, Stephen, because we are from England, and you did that thing with your dad as well. That's nice, and that's what we get to celebrate every year. I'm not discrediting
The history
facts.
behind it as well is that it used to be there before the league was formed.
All right, facts. So, the Carabao Cup, I'd say that trails after, and then obviously it's the Community Shield. Sadly,
Yeah.
The thing
Can
for
I
me,
just
though,
answer this? I'll just answer this. Yeah, I haven't been. But I'd love to see you in the chat. Please subscribe if you're new. Right, get everyone that's in that League Gunners chat to subscribe to SFeatleyTV. And yeah, share the stream as much as you can and get it out there and hit that subscribe button because the reason I haven't been much on it these days, mate, is not just the fact that sometimes I struggle. Like I can donate a super chat donation, but I can't put any tight like comments in. I can't like type any words and send it. I don't know why, but I haven't done anything wrong. So, but yeah, the reason I haven't been is just because I've been busy trying to build this channel up, mate. So I do try and follow people on there, but if you can get people to like, if next time you go on there, right? I know Lee, if he sorts my chat, he always shouts my channel out and always gets me to subscribe. Whether people have other problems with him or not, whatever, I'm stuck in the middle, to be honest. I like Igal, I like Lee Gunner as well. Igal gave me great tips and ways to help get my channel out there and get my video descriptions noticeable. So yeah, so big up to him as well, and go search sign to EGTV. But yeah, if you can get everyone on the Gunners channel to come and try and subscribe to mine and follow mine and get tuning in. I've got 7 p.m. If he's not live, I will be live at 7 p.m. tomorrow with the Hot Off the Press show. Hopefully, Wayne, hope to see you on there tomorrow. I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Send Marbles the link. I'll get that all done this evening. Right, I'll hopefully try and get like Smoke McGoldrick on if I can. Right, he said he might. You know, Smoke McGoldrick. You know the guy Alfie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Smoke McGoldrick. Yeah, I got in touch with him. He said he would try and get on at some point.
come back
Maybe not this week or a couple of weeks, but definitely he will try and help out. But yeah, I'm trying to get all these people to try and help us out, but it's just finding the time and the right place. So, but it will happen. It will happen. Don't you worry about that. So, yeah. Arteta's not leaving. He will be there until the end of the season. Yeah, definitely. Lee always shouts out, but Goldbridge will say nothing and it will not say anything, even when you've been on and left the super chat. Yeah, I've sent him a couple of super chats, and like I don't get it why. Yeah, I've been trying to get the blind gooder to follow me back so I can DM him and try and get him on, right? Because I like his stuff as well. But
Daniel,
I like anyone's stuff. Yeah, Daniel Bailey, the blind gooner.
he's a
Right?
brilliant guy, man.
Subscribe to his channel. He's a brilliant guy. I've met him. I've met him in real life. He's brilliant. Right. But yeah, I mean Goldbridge. I've been on there a couple of times and said, "Can you get people to raise awareness?" Right. And one time he didn't even read it. And
Yeah, you know how many messages fly through? You can't see all of them.
I get that, but I left like a £10 one once, so it was there for like a pretty long while, and that was after sending a £5 one, and I'm just like, well, I'm just like, really, come on, man, seriously, help us out. But yeah, I mean, some guy like I saw the other day, he was a Newport County fan. He was doing the Newport Brighton game, right? And I read out my comment, but all he was doing is reading his mates' comments. He weren't actually reading anyone else's. So, just like, don't bother.
Wow.
But yeah, but anyway, that's hey. We move on anyway. So yeah, tomorrow 7 p.m. Hot Off the Press show. Then it's tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's Thursday, isn't it? Jesus Christ. I'll come back from hospital as well, and then do the watch along for that. So, Daniel Blind Gunner would be a great. Yeah, definitely. But we'll try and get that sorted in time. But tomorrow is the half pressure. Like I said, Thursday is the Crystal Palace game. Watch along. Right, let's see if like Arsenal can actually beat Zaha. And yeah, you know, some channels just want you to donate and don't want to give anything back. I don't think he's like that, to be fair, because he did do that NHS thing, right, during the pandemic, which I donated a fair bit of money to. So it's I just probably, like you said, ads, he's probably just so busy. So Goldbridge did say he won't promote anything unless it's United stand based. Well, there you go. So I will talk to his kids for you if.
What's happening?
What?
What? Who's that? And by the way, whoever it is, no.
Don't talk to kids. Don't talk to children, man. Jesus.
To his mod.
Oh,
yeah, talk to his moderators. Yeah. Do that. I thought you were going to actually talk to his kids. Fucking hell.
Yo, Brad,
Oh. Holy hell.
Yo, Bogov, listen, bro. You know where to find me, Stephen, Marbles, and Ray on Twitter. Follow all of us.
Yeah, all my socials. You just search them up on Twitter, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. You just search. I haven't put the actual link properly, but you search them on Instagram and Twitter. You'll find me. You can DM me. You can send me a message on Facebook or Instagram if you want. So yeah, iPad autocorrect. But yeah, like I said, we move on until tomorrow. So until then, everyone take care of yourself. Thank you, Marbles.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wayne. Just by the way, Marbles, where can I find you?
Yeah, Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah, and as you can see, I'm out of Coke, so I'm going to need another drink anyway. So, Wayne.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Wayne_Smith 1998. Follow me if you want. Don't have to, but somewhere to go and see if comments.
Your promotion's fucking brilliant. Are you going to discuss F1? Yeah, the Checker Flag Show will be on Friday at 7 p.m. as well. So if you want to join me for that, Davey, you can come on the show then, and we could discuss that with my co-host Chris Welch, and discuss about that. We'll also be discussing tomorrow about like the FA Cup and or COVID surrounding that, and whether football should be carrying on or not. But there you go. Ads, where can they find you?
You can find me at Latimus Prime X. Yeah, no joking. You can find me at Adzil, so ADZILLZ on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram as well. You can also find me on GNA TV, which is my channel. Yeah, man, get following that as well.
Yeah, big up to his channel, like as well. And plus, like I said, join his Discord server as well as mine as well. So, so there we are. I did see you got roasted, I think, on Ladders Prime when you're on FIFA, wasn't it? Last night? Yeah, was it last night you were getting roasted?
2 days ago now.
Oh, 2 days ago. Sorry, my bad. My memory's
I wasn't getting roasted. Everyone in chat was just being dickheads. Jem and Will, especially, man. No, I like it. Really, man.
Right, but until then, it's the immortal words, and I will just quickly do this because I feel like I want to say it. I want to do it.
TV Claude, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked.
It's time to go!
Yeah, fake Claude.
TV Claude, I'm going to.
Sorry, I've suppressed that so many times. Yeah, it's time to go, and we're out of here. Goodbye. Take care. Stay safe and stay well.
Arteta in.